biggest fear now is that I was right.
All right, despite what you just saw, President Trump has a long track record countering the malicious actions of Vladimir Putin, something that President Obama did not have. Now, the president armed Ukraine. He increased sanctions on Russia. He increased funding at NATO. He slapped severe financial restrictions on some of Vladimir Putin's closest allies. He authorized a counterattack as Putin was backing soldiers inside of Syria, killing hundreds of Russians. And remember the hostile takeover in Crimea, in Ukraine? Well, Putin's power grab in Syria and all this election meddling you're hearing so much about, it all happened on Obama's watch. He was the president. Just like giving Putin 20% of America's uranium, that was on Obama's watch. So the foundational material for nuclear weapons was given to Putin and Russia, the bad actor, the hostile regime, while Obama was president. Nobody in the media mentioned this all week. Now, you think you'll hear about this if you turn on conspiracy TV, MSNBC, fake news, CNN? I tend to doubt it. So today, President Trump, once again, he reiterated his commitment to countering Putin. He issued a very stern warning. This is what we call peace through strength. Judge for yourself. Take a look.
Look at the sanctions I put on. Look at the diplomats I threw out. Look at all of the things that I've done. Nobody else did what I've done. Obama didn't do it. Obama was a patsy for Russia. He was a total patsy. Look at the statement he made where he thought the mics were turned off, okay? The stupid statement he made. Nobody does a big deal about that. Getting along with President Putin, getting along with Russia is a positive, not a negative. Now, with that being said, if that doesn't work out, I'll be the worst enemy he's ever had.
That doesn't work out, you'll be the worst enemy he's ever had. But for the sake of the world, our kids, let's hope it works out. And while the media is obsessing about Russia, 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 I'd like to remind these so-called journalists that it's a very big world out there. There's a lot of complex issues in this world, and maybe, just maybe, Russia isn't even our biggest international foe. Now let's listen to what the FBI Director, Christopher Wray, said yesterday.
China, from a counterintelligence perspective, in many ways represents the broadest, most challenging, most significant threat we face as a country. And I say that because for them, it is a whole of state effort. It is economic espionage as well as traditional espionage. It is non-traditional collectors as well as traditional intelligence operatives. It's human sources as well as cyber means. We have economic espionage investigations in every state, all 50 states, that trace back to China.